I went back to PCC as a older student. I was working for American Friends Service Committee. I was the Los Angeles Area Program Director of the American Friends Service Committee. And I left that position to go back full-time to PCC, to Pasadena City College, to get my AA. I had gone to UCLA when I was right out of high school, but I did not get my BA at that point. So I went back to PCC and got my AA in 2010 as an older returning student. Then I transferred to CSUN in Northridge to get my BA and my master's. And then I transferred to a university to get my dissertation in education. And so to get my PhD. And so my dissertation was on adjunct professors in community colleges in California. So what I studied was their level of satisfaction and dissatisfaction with their jobs and their feelings about working in the community colleges in California. So I feel like that really makes me a kind of an ideal person for a job like this, because I already feel I have a lot of connection to, I've talked to many professors in order to work on my dissertation and learned a lot about their experiences and what they go through. I mean, I also feel another thing that qualifies me for this is my work on what I call listening way. I published a book on how we talk to people we disagree with and how we can actually work with people who are of different opinions and try to reach compromises and try to find common ground. I think this is something that's really needed right now on the board at Pasadena City College, with this vast gulf between the board and the faculty. They need someone on there who can talk about mediation and negotiation and bridging a gap between people who disagree. There are problems with adjunct professors. There are problems for adjunct professors right now at Pasadena City College. And it relates to what's happening all over the country and all over the state. Universities are increasingly focused more on the bottom line of the money. How much money can be raised and spent by the campus, where the money can go to, that sort of thing. And a result of that, or something they do because of that, is to hire more adjunct professors. These are part-time professors. These are professors who are not on tenure track. They're not ever going to get tenure in their current situation. And so they're called adjunct professors. So for example, Pasadena City College now has 700 adjunct professors compared to 400 full-time professors. And what that means is a saving in money for the college. They get paid less. Their jobs are completely contingent and unpredictable. They may work this semester, they might not work next semester. And something I was shocked at when I did my dissertation is they might not know whether they have a job next semester up until a week before the semester starts. They might get notice at the last minute that they did or didn't get a job. So of course, how do you budget that way? How do you pay your rent? How do you make your car payments? How do you survive when you don't know next week how much money you're gonna have? They normally don't have benefits, normally don't have healthcare. Some community colleges are trying to address this issue a little bit, the healthcare. PCC is not too good yet. They have what they provide access to healthcare. So an adjunct professor who has enough money can buy into the healthcare. So that's called access to healthcare. There are some community colleges in California that are doing a better job, that are actually offering some version of healthcare as a given with these part-time positions. But PCC still has a long ways to go because they're only providing access to healthcare. And so the other problems that I found out with my dissertation is the ability to have a desk to work at. So when you're a professor, you have lessons to prepare, you have papers to grade. And many of these community colleges do not provide a desk for you to sit at to do this work that's outside of the classroom. They of course don't pay time. They don't pay for your extra time other than your classroom time. They don't often allow you to participate in the shared governance. And they would say that saves the part-timers. Why should they spend time going to meetings to make decisions for the college? That's just extra time on their hands. So it's the colleges that don't offer this shared governance would call it a benefit for the part-timers. So there's a myriad of these issues that make part-time faculty really feel that they're not being treated fairly by the schools. The way they do, what they did feel in what I found that the professors feel good about their students. They really enjoy teaching their students, and they felt good about their fellow staff members, their fellow teachers. Those were the positives, and I've listed some of the negatives that we found overwhelmingly at all community colleges.